guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video all about the first 4 weeks and what my must-haves for a newborn and yourself and getting through the first 4 weeks of having your new little one at home. So this video is sponsored by Squarespace. Daisy just turned 4 weeks the other day, so I feel like I'm starting to get more sort of a routine. So I'm going to talk a bit about like breastfeeding and what I personally needed to do that. I wasn't prepared for breastfeeding. I wasn't prepared for how hard it would be and how many things I'd need to help me get through it. So hopefully this helps you. The first thing I'm going to suggest is lanolin cream. This one is just from Woolworths. It's the Marcellin or Mark Allen brand. I think it's around $11 and it comes with a lot, but you will need multiple of these. So I have one in the bedroom, one on the coffee table, and one in the nappy bag. So the best thing about lanolin cream is it does not need to be removed before breastfeeding. So you can put it on before, after, in between breastfeeding, and it helps soothe dry, cracked nipples. I would recommend using it even if you don't have those yet, because it seriously prevents it. Use it anytime you can and it will help repair your nipples. I was not prepared to see how bad my nipples got. Daisy has a really strong latch and it wasn't pretty. Along with that, I also wasn't prepared for the fact that it took my milk a few days to come in. I think it was like on a normal scale. However, Daisy actually lost 8% of her birth weight. So it was a bit of pressure that we were on to feed her a certain amount. And because I didn't have a breast pump, we were actually using syringes and manually expressing colostrum from my breast, and it was very painful and it was not fun. I would recommend getting a breast pump, or if you have the chance to express colostrum in syringes before your baby is born. I did try, but I do personally have really sensitive nipples and it hurt me so much. So have your breast pump ready to go. Along with that, have bottles and, you know, and like a little sterilizing technique. I'll get into that later. Along with that, I would recommend getting like a little box of formula. This one just came with 5 sachets and you can get them at the supermarket. They don't cost very much, but just in case you aren't producing enough milk and you need a bit of a top up or you need a full feed, these come in handy, and it's not a commitment of a full tin of formula as well, and you can just buy them as you need them, and they're very handy to have. The other thing that I wasn't aware of is there's a thing called inverted nipples, and I have inverted nipples, but it's basically where your breasts are just flat, your nipples don't stick out. And I didn't even know that this was a thing until the midwife came and visited me at home, and she gave me a nipple shield. And oh my God, it was life-changing. Not only did it save my nipples from being ripped apart, it also helped me with the pain of her latch as well. If you didn't know what a nipple shield is, this is what they look like. This is the Medela Contact Nipple Shields. They basically just sit on your nip and then the baby latches onto them and sucks the milk through that. Life-changing. Like, I wish that they just gave me one of these like at the hospital, or someone said go and get one. Like, I don't know, I guess go and see if you have inverted nipples. Maybe they help if you don't even, I don't know, but this is just, it saved my life. I do actually put some lanolin on before and after. The lanolin cream will help with the suction in the shield as well, so it's a bit of a lubricant. Along with something else that helped my nipples, hydrogel breast discs. So these ones you can put in the fridge and it just makes them extra cool when they go on, but these, along with the lanolin, helped repair my nipples really quickly, and they were just so soothing after breastfeeding. But definitely I would recommend getting a couple packets of these. Between these two, I found that one of my nipples was actually bleeding one time, and by morning, that was I think the 6 p.m. feed, and then by morning it was repaired with these two. So they helped so much. Also, another thing is your breast milk can help repair your nipples and a lot of other things as well, I found out. But if you just spread the leftover breast milk on your breast and then apply lanolin and a hydrogel, you should be good to go. On the outside of the hydrogel breast discs, I used nipple covers. These are the ones that I have been using. So these are reusable nipple covers and they are from Bombay Design. So as you can see, they've just got like a pattern on one side and then beautiful soft cloth on the other side, like terry toweling. So Krista actually sent me 3 sets of these, and I've actually gone and bought 3 more sets. So I have a few here. I have some in today. I have some in the wash. So they are fully machine washable. I do just spray some stain remover on them. Then there's a few other things that I would recommend that I was kind of prepared for, but not fully. So maternity bras or breastfeeding friendly bras. I did buy, I think, 3 different ones from Big W before I had her. Then I had to work out which ones I liked, and I bought some more, and these ones are probably like my favorite one. By the way, you'll need to wear a bra like 24/7 unless you're in the shower, so just get used to that if you're breastfeeding. So this one here is from Kmart, and it comes in a 2-pack. And they just have the clips there, but it's really like stretchy material. They do have the cup inserts in them, but you can just take them out. But these ones are really, really comfortable, and it's 2 for $19. And Big W do have a similar one, but I think it's just 1 for $12. So I have 2 of those, and I have 4 of these. And then the other ones that I would suggest, these ones, they have them at Big W or Kmart as well, but they're just ones with padding. So I wear these ones when I go out, and then when I'm at home, I just wear those other ones. They don't have any underwire, so they're really comfortable. I think that they were under $20 each, maybe $15 or something. You've just got to try a few, and unfortunately, I did spend a bit of money on some other ones at Kmart, and they were no good. They were like the crossover ones, but my boobs just kind of like fell out of them. Like I needed some more support. The other thing I want to mention is breastfeeding clothes and pajamas. Pajamas specifically, you will need several pairs. No one told me how real the postpartum night sweats are. I wake up drenched in sweat, so I can only wear pajamas one night, and then I need to wash them, and I need to wash my sheets. Like, it's awful. But definitely make sure you get something with buttons or something you can lift up easily and comfortably and breastfeed from, or pump in the middle of the night. Just be prepared and try and look around for those types of pajamas, because they're not everywhere. Like, you don't see them everywhere. Big W is a good place to check out as well. And then breastfeeding clothes. So for me, well, today, like, I mean, I've got this little top on, but underneath I have a dress with shirred fabric, and then I have my bra on underneath that. So it's just working out like what you can easily breastfeed. So it's great that all of these shirred fabric dresses are in fashion right now. So when you see them or see something with buttons, just pick it up. Sometimes you see things, you're like, oh, I should get that. Oh, I'll just wait, and then it's gone. So the last thing that I want to mention is a breastfeeding pillow. Now, I just got one of these from Baby Bunting. People really recommend My Breast Friend, I think it is, the pillow, but this one works fine for me. I just put it like around there, and I prefer the football hold. So she's got her head here, and then she comes out at the back there, but whatever works best for you. Some people like laying down or laying back, but this is also a great tool to actually prop your baby up in. So after she feeds, it's a really good idea that we have found to sit her up for a bit, whether it be in the little pillow or holding her. But I've also really liked to be able to have this pillow and have her propped up in it and then read her a book. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the online platform to use to build your website. You can build anything from an online store to a blog to a portfolio. They have amazing templates to choose from, and it's super easy. I have recreated my blog using Squarespace, and it was super easy to use, and it looks amazing as well. One of the favorite features that I have is that I can link my Instagram, so you can easily update with relevant pictures, and then it goes straight through to Instagram when you click on the picture. Another worthy feature to mention with Squarespace is the analytics. It gives you access to so many figures and so much data from your website, like the traffic, geography, sales, which can in turn lead you to learn more about your audience. Now I do have a coupon code which can get you 10% off your website or domain, but Squarespace do actually have a 14-day free trial if you wanted to test it out first. But if you wanted to try it out, feel free to use my coupon on the screen. Okay, so the next thing is a must-have. You need so many of these, and I'm talking about little washcloths. These ones are just from Target. They come in a 10-pack for $5, and there's 3 different colors, but literally these are all over the house, and I use them to burp her when she spews up. I use them when I'm pumping. I wipe my lanolin on it. Like, we just have them everywhere, and I think we have 3 packs, but we need some more because like if she spews up in them, you just throw it in the wash. Along the same lines, get some terry toweling nappies. We use these on her change mat. We do have a silicone change mat. It's the Leander one. Matty change mat, I think it's called. But we just put these over when she gets changed. And then if she poos or wheezes, which she does frequently when her nappy's off, then you can just throw this in the wash. So these are great. And then if you go somewhere, you can pack these as well and put them on your travel change mat. Which I do want to mention that I picked this one up from Aldi, and it came with like a wet bag as well, but it is so good for in the middle of the night changes. You just pop it on the bed, and we pop a little terry toweling over the top of it, and it's waterproof, it's comfortable, and make sure that no mess gets on the bed. I will say we made a rookie error and didn't use it the first night, and she weed through the terry toweling, obviously. So that was a big debacle. Don't do that. Definitely get one of these, or use one that comes in a nappy bag, but they're a little bit more stiff usually. I like the fact that this one's nice and soft. The other thing, this is a little bit random, but stool softeners, you will need these. I am still using them. Just like one a day, it helps. Definitely start taking these when you're in hospital. If the hospital doesn't give you them, just pack them, just take them, because I didn't poop, I think, for like 6 days, 5 or 6 days afterwards, and I was taking these, and I used Movicol as well to help me go. So maybe at the start use the Movicol, but you will need these sooner or later. So I'm really sorry to break it to you, but they're a necessity. They're basically all the things that I've got here. There are some things that I want to mention that are like obvious things, like the bassinet. We chose one, we actually got it secondhand, but I chose one with wheels because we wheel it out from our bedroom to I've just got it set up in the lounge room, and she sleeps out here during the day. It's really good to move around. So whether you think about having 2 or getting one and making it easier to move around. I also did set up a little trolley that we have in our bedroom that I got from IKEA, but Kmart has trolleys. I think other places have trolleys, and it's just stocked up with nappies and extra cloths and the nappies, like terry toweling nappies and baby wipes and everything that you need for a change in the middle of the night, or if something you need, it's just in the trolley. You can also wheel it out if you want it in here during the day, but we just use her bedroom, her change mat station during the day. The next thing is a Boon drying rack. I watched a video very early on in my pregnancy, and someone recommended this. It's actually I really love it. So when we first started using like the bottles, and when I was pumping, we would sterilize things on a pot of water over the stove and then just put it on the drying rack. And since now, like the last 2 weeks, we've had an electric sterilizer, just so we don't have a constant pot of water on the stove, basically. It helps to have the drying station, and I would recommend getting the little trees that come with it, but I wouldn't say that an electric sterilizer is necessary. Just make sure you have a big pot, so you can boil some water and sterilize things that way if you are planning to pump. It's also good with dummies, which is another thing that I will recommend. We have some bibs dummies. Not every baby is going to take to a dummy, but she loves to suck. So she loves her dummies. So we have, I think, 5 dummies that we just, you know, make sure are sterilized, and if one falls on the ground, then we've got another backup. Also, extra sheets for your bassinet or your cot, wherever your baby is sleeping. Your baby is likely going to spit up or vomit. And so you'll need extra sheets and a mattress protector. I did do the thing at the start where I double made the mattress. So mattress protector sheet, but she was spitting up so often that we ended up changing them so often, and I only had 2 sheets and I definitely needed more, so since I have bought more. So different types of swaddles. Now I know this sounds really obscure, but there's so many different types of swaddles. There's the zip up ones, there's the Love to Dream ones where they can have their arms up, there's muslin swaddles, there's different types of fabrics of swaddles, and so I would recommend trying a few different ones. So we have some muslin swaddles which are not stretch fabric, and then Dean's favorite one, and the one that probably fits her the best, is actually one that we got from Best and Less, and she's got it on now, but it's like a little like stretch fabric swaddle, like it's just like a little thin blanket, and then we have a muslin swaddle over the top. We tried a Love to Dream one, but she doesn't really like it, but we only bought that when we found it, like when she wasn't sleeping well in a few nights, so we just tried it. But yeah, she ended up more so just like spewing on her hands, so it wasn't really working. Another few things that are like givens is baby Panadol, so just in case something were to happen or they have an upset tummy or whatever. A thermometer, which you can use like underneath their arm, and then a baby bath and shower gel. So make sure you get a shower or any kind of product with pH balanced. That's what the maternal health child nurse recommended. And then the last thing that I want to mention is some kind of like white noise. Honestly, haven't wasted our money on machines or anything like that. I just go on Spotify and use a playlist of white noise on my phone. If you've got an old phone, use that. Some people like using, you know, like a riffraff or a baby shusher or something like that, but I found white noise is okay. Sometimes she's okay without it, sometimes she likes it, I don't know. Just try it before you spend your money on it if you want to. Okay, so that is it for my baby must-haves for your first 4 weeks. Congratulations if you are currently pregnant or you've had your baby. It's an amazing time. It's a really hard time as well. It's hard work, but well worth it. So yeah, just enjoy your baby, and hopefully these tips will help you get through your first 4 weeks. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.